This is Following the Signs, and this is your reading if you're here and you clicked on this. This is an interesting energy check-in, and the message that came through was into the thick of it, but on the precipice, in between and intertwined. And I feel like for a lot of you, like this has really already been a testing year of putting the lessons into practice. It's all this knowledge that you've learned, all these things, these cycles, these experiences that you've been going through. And you've sacrificed and let go and released a lot, but yet they come back around and you're sort of forced into situations or very tested at where you're at with these boundaries, at where you're at with these establishments that you've made for a new path for yourself. When these past situations re-arise, whether with the same people or different people, same experiences, it is that test to be like, well, is this what you want? And it's not. So it becomes, at first, we compromise and we have compassion and enter into things in the hope that maybe something might be different, that we will be strong and we'll call things out as we see it. But then we begin compromising those feelings and the suppression starts. And next thing we know, you're already in a position where you're like, I need to cut everything off and go hermit mode. It's like you re-entering out of the thick of it, like on the precipice of like, yes, I'm in my truth, I'm doing this authenticness, and then back into the thick of it because it's like, oh shit, like I've actually got to stand in it. And it means that it hurts people's feelings. It means that it's not what it used to be. And there's that mourning for what it used to be to an extent, because it's a person, it's part of that piece that has shaped you to who you've become. And we're allowed to grieve that part of ourselves. Do we like hold on to it and cling fiercely to it? No. It's uncomfortable and it is new, but it's part of your path and it's part of your journey. Let's pull a card for this energy. Fuck, that was quick. Truth. Removing the mask. For good this time. It's like some of you are getting very close to that point of really letting yourself be exposed, because wearing this, it's just not working any longer. With who you are right now, that no longer fucking works. And I feel like you're really allowing these parts of yourself to come out naturally in front of whoever, whenever. And you're not feeling shit about that anymore. I feel like you're dangerously allowing yourself to just be. And it's like there's a lot that's coming out of you at the moment. Like the parts of you that you hid. And I'm not just talking like some, opinions and beliefs. Like these are parts of your soul that are just yearning to be allowed to be for once in your whole life. A lot of you that I'm connecting with right now have always felt on the outer, or that you had to change who you were in order to be liked. And that's just no longer resonating with who you are right now. Where this fucking whole world is currently at is, it's no longer worth fighting against it. Truth, we're the only ones that have control of that, because this world is proving to be you know what I'm saying. So to live in your own truth, it's powerful. To speak your truth, every time you do that, you are creating space, acceptance, and encouragement to someone else to do so also. And yes, I just looked at my nails. But look, I show up here as authentic as I can be, and a lot of the time that is looking like, like I don't know how to take care of myself. But it's more so that I am very accepting now of my natural state. And a lot of the time, it feels better to have a clear face when I'm, sharing the parts of myself that I'm hoping can encourage and help others. So I feel like a lot of you are that beacon of light to those that you are around, whether you realize this or not. I feel like on some level, like you are acknowledging that now. And I'm proud of you for that, because you deserve to be acknowledged for it. There's been a lot of hard work that you've put in order to get to where you are. And there's not a lot that are where you are. And you must remember that. So I'm going to check in on this message in here and see if we can get any further guidance. Habitual thoughts and fear-based emotions are related to us through our ego. Fear is the primary action of the ego and causes us to hold on to our intellect, habits, impulses, instincts. Like a dedicated actor sticking to a script, the lower self creates obstacles when you attempt to nurture yourself, grow your spirit, or support your soul's potential. Forcing thought when you actually want to be still can either drive the exploration of ideas or paralyze day-to-day activities. Ain't that the truth? Paralysis can cause feelings of stagnation, being stuck in the past, trapped within your circumstances. Ultimately, the lower self takes us out of the present and we truly stop living. Focusing on the past causes barriers to reaching our higher self's guidance and inner being. It's common for people to assume that the ego is all negative and bad persona, that we should lock it up and never let it out. In fact, the ego can push people to take risks, be adventurous and entrepreneurial. So, who are you? This knowledge will empower and inspire you to push past ego boundaries and fear-based subconscious thought patterns. Train your ego to take a back seat. Right now, you need to disarm your ego. Focus on the now and what you can physically achieve in the moment. Push past the mask is a mental shield that is neither a good nor bad aspect of you. The ego is not something that can be destroyed, so we must make peace with it. Remove your mask and see what is hiding behind it. Be mindful of others and their masks. You are not seeing or accepting the reality and the truth of a situation. So, yeah, I feel like this is a lot of what you have been working through and no longer fighting against. It is that ego death, and you accept that, and you're now noticing it in the others around you. Who's wearing theirs, who's unwilling to ever remove theirs. Let's get some tarot. It's an incredible tool, tarot. Like, my journey with it has been interesting. This deck I was gifted from my dad when I was 20 years old. And he'd done a reading for me, which had been quite over my head at the time. And anyway, he gifted me these cards, and I had them bundled up in a cloth for 10 years until I made my move out on my own. And so for the past 7 years, this relationship is built, and my journey with the cards is, if you've ever questioned tarot, or, it's been something you've been drawn to, like, this is your soul calling you back to something that's already a resonating part of you. So I encourage you. What do you guys need to know right now? What are you moving through? Who are the people surrounding you, interfering? Spirit, connect with us now and help me deliver these messages to you guys. There's newness coming towards you. Could be a message of someone wanting to take opportunity with you, who also has been through their own journey of removing their own mask. You could have felt like this person had many other options and wasn't interested in you. This could have caused you to maybe erupt and ignore this person or cut them off. And they're sort of very much still within your energy, and you theirs. You could be heavily thinking about this right now, and maybe this has forced you back into this self-reflection of the need to remove the mask, to let the ego just fucking die, and to sit with the experience that just occurred. Just getting these cards. Okay. There's a lot hidden that I think a lot of you intuitively were picking up on within a situation. You really had to release, and it was disappointing to do so. Like, this could have been a connection that brought you a lot of joy at one point, but let you down a lot of times. And you really had to you had a lot of patience in this situation. For yourself, I think sitting in here as this Queen of Wands energy, like, you know what you want, very dedicated to getting what you want, very ambitious, you've got a lot of drive about you. And a very strong person that's like really being able to have patience enough with that mask removal, like taming that beast within, accepting that beast within yourself. And she's a woman that is very straight up and strong because she has worked through shit. She holds herself accountable, and she uses what she's gained from this strength in order to pursue her dreams. She's courageous. She's fucking gorgeous. He's handsome as hell. Like, whether this is your masculine or feminine, whatever gender you are, we're just going to push them aside throughout any further of my reading, so I'm not going to mention it. You know yourself, if you're here connecting with me, that you know yourself, that you have masculine and feminine energies within you, that you have really worked hard to balance within. And this has involved like walking away from things that you loved dearly. This has involved like being willing to like uproot yourself, to take a chance on yourself. Because why? Because of hardship, because of the experience, the feelings of lack, of loss, of betrayal, of heartache. And you really found that inner voice within calling you back to yourself. I feel like the person you were dealing with is quite a grounded individual that to you was very stable. This could have been someone that like, there's neither an ending or a beginning here right now. This person is out of tune with their intuition, and they're conflicted by that because they've been living with this mask on that's really restricted them in pursuing themselves throughout their life. This is someone that is, very focused on material gain, not because like, oh, I've got to have the best of everything, but that's, been conditioned into them that in order to appear to be successful and to be recognized and to be liked, that is shown through what you have around you. Not who you are within. Not just because you are a fucking genuine, fantastic person. No, it's not because of that. Like, it's all the stuff that you have. And so this person has had to really push aside, like, being in their true nature and just thrown themselves into this hard fucking cycle of you work hard, play hard attitude. All the time, whilst knowing that they feel things and they sense things, and they've been able to like have downloads that they don't understand, and then they see them happen in the physical, or they manifest them into the physical, and they get the proof right there, and they still go, oh, but that's just a coincidence. But I feel like this person is like starting to see past the truth, and I feel like this truth and clarity is gained through experiencing, seeing you and your truth. Like, whilst this person saw everything you saw, they also let what they had previously experienced control what they were actually seeing. And so it's like understanding polarity and understanding the yin yang, for example. But when like that is misconstrued and seen in a different context, like it's pink and yellow and then it's blue and orange, there's a warped idea of like what is actually the correct way to view this, because I feel other things and I see something like really long term here. And like, you could have also felt like this was just another karmic cycle, and that, yeah, I really want it, but I'm just going to have to sacrifice and release it because, again, it's showing me all what I've seen before. And I'm just not willing to take that risk. But I feel like this whole time, like this overall energy of this situation is like not what you both are thinking. Like, I feel like there's been just a lot of misjudgment on understanding where each other are at on their own journey, and I feel like someone has progressed a little further than someone else here and is needing to remove this mask in order to be like, oh fuck, okay, maybe they're just not quite where I'm at, but they're still on the path. They're just a little bit behind. And so if I can remove that and accept them for where they're at, I can have more compassion and understanding for maybe why this appeared to be something else, why I jumped to conclusion. There's like, forward movement wants to be in this situation, like the refusal to gain new perspective is like holding up anything moving forward. What is this Hanged Man in reverse? The Four of Wands in reverse. It's like pessimism, basically. Self-sabotage and, just being decisive that something just is what it is, and a refusal. And the energy is very stagnating and it's heavy, and it's like this person is enlightened, but they just need to... Someone just needs to breathe and actually really think about the situation and think about you and every part of you that you have shown them. And it's like when they sit in this, because that's what's required here right now. And I feel like from both sides, you could be like, have just retreated back into this energy. And so have they. It's like someone has this desire to come forward and approach, but in their own mind, it's done for. And I feel like they're aware it's an internal conflict that needs to be lifted here. It's like the longer that that pause is occurring, that the patience, that the this standstill. It's like what is it, Mexican standoff? What do they call it? I'm just picturing like the Wild West cowboys waiting there to draw their gun. And it's like the stubbornness here of who's going to crack. And I just don't see you cracking right now. There's conflicted emotions. Someone's like having to move into, and I feel like this is on both sides here. There's a decision to look into these things, these areas of avoidance. Was I too harsh? Am I not healed enough? And you're ready to really go there. And someone else is really ready to go there. And you're both hopeful for the same thing. Looking to the light within your own darkness. And like also both sitting in a space of I am worthy of this. Trust. We've got truth, trust, like everything. This is a very much breakthrough of like two people really breaking down their walls. If this is resonating, please hit the like button and subscribe. I feel like this is a little bit more chill compared to some of my other readings, but it is quite late. There's a lot of wind going on out there, and I'm feeling it like really the change in the wind with the summer solstice. I've clearly been watching too much YouTube. Winter solstice here, but it's breakthrough. Like it's been so dark, it's been so cold, but like this wind is stirring everything up as we start to re-enter the light. And there's a lot of big energy in those planets moving up there at the moment. And like for those that aren't aware of that, everyone's losing their mind. Eight of Meals. 325 could be significant to somebody. Sausages could be significant for the Aussie subscribers. You know, Bunnings could be significant here, but someone knows it's better to have a conversation in the flesh. It's like what needs to be expressed here needs to be in the time that it needs to be done. It can't, like, there's too much misinterpretation and misalignment to have trust in technology right now with Mercury heading into retrograde. And so it just feels like the message is not going to get to you correctly unless it's verbalized while looking at you. It could be very passionate, this conversation. And there's a need to, like, they're going to want to control this conversation, but with more, using words that are really going to resonate with you, that they know are in alignment, because this person's been holding back, like, where they are actually at spiritually, and it's probably further along than you gave them credit for. And this person, like, wants to offer that invitation and cater to providing you with an outcome that's a reason to be able to celebrate with you, that allows you to not have to stand on business. Like, you can relax, your nervous system can relax. Someone may want to dine you or invite you to a barbecue. It's for some. This is someone that's nervous of the response or your reaction. And, like, they might come in really quick. This person could stumble over their words, or maybe they just, like, want to try and spit it out all really quickly. But, like, this person really wants to get to the end of the conversation. Like, we've got the, where are we? Knight of Pleasures. He's going for a home run. Like, this person wants to get to the end and to feel, like, good at the end. Like, I got there, we got there, we made it. Let the strongest win. This person's willing to allow you to feel like you're in control here. Like, this person's willing to take accountability now. And you're gonna be surprised what they come out with. Like, they'll talk to you about this connection and how disappointing it was for them. Like, but they've been trying to not cry over spilt milk here. They've been, like, going within and putting back into themselves and kind of hoping that's what you're doing too, to defuse this situation. Like, they know that you probably feel like that they're not wanting to fix this, but, like, really they've just been, like, probably at the gym, getting physically strong enough to get what's out in here in a really healthy way to you. Like, they're gaining strength to come towards you. 1986 could be a significant year to someone. And they're ready to offer the bread, to break bread with you. That's what I'm getting, break bread with you. Freshly baked. Again, like, this is like something that wants to see you face to face. There's going to be a lot of passionate things that come up that you just probably going to be, like, shocked. they're like, you know, in this break, I've really been able to gain the clarity to know that out of everything I've been around and that I've been trying to connect with, like, it was always you. Like, you're going to be kind of knocked out by this. And I feel like it's going to allow you to both, you know, release a lot of pressure that's been like sitting over this connection. Ace of Tools here, that clarity. And it's like they're not ready for this cycle with you to be over. 777 could be significant to someone. Casino. It's like you could feel a bit addictive to this person, and in a good way though. Like they understand why now. This has been a longer one, but I hope it resonated with someone. And just know that, like, keep putting back into you in order for this to come about. Like where this energy is currently at, like it involves self-respect and understanding, really. Hit the like button, guys. Subscribe. See you in the next one.